You're back. This is BuzzChomp, home of fitness and entertainment. We're talking Snowpiercer, episode 8. These are his revolutions. I'm Mandi, and we're focusing all on the revolution. I'm Mandi.
I'm Dan.
Subscribe to
BuzzChomp.
Woo! It happened. We were pretty sure it was going to happen by the end of the season. There's only one episode left, and it's a 2-hour season finale. Layton focused on this revolution, bringing the tailies up, taking down the train, and he's pretty smart in how he does this. So he enlists LJ as his secret teller and tells him about Mr. Wilford, even sets it up so she goes to the engine and sees it and meets Miles, grabs a picture of Melanie's daughter and is like, bam. She is the one that tells first class that there's no Mr. Wilford up in the engine room, that Melanie's been lying, and it's a diversion for Layton so then he can get to the tail and start to pull his way up and push his way up. What we really see from first class is their own little mini revolution of taking down Melanie and of taking control of the train. Ruth does this complete shift. She is so hurt that Melanie didn't tell her that Mr. Wilford wasn't on the train, which, FYI, I'm not completely convinced that Mr. Wilford might not be on the train. I know Melanie says she left him on the track, but you just never know. You just never know. A good twist here would be that if he did get on the train, maybe he's in 3rd class. Maybe he's in 2nd class. We can see that would be for 2nd season. Basically, after hearing the story about Mr. Wilford and basically being super emotional and hurt that Melanie, who she thought she was her friend all these years, lied to her about Mr. Wilford and was controlling the train and all of that. And Melanie's her own defense was that Mr. Wilford would have run the train into the ground and he wasn't going to do what he needed to do, that he was just going to live it up in the night car. Now Ruth says execution for Melanie. Tomorrow she dies. What a change here. What a change in justice. What a change. Day before, Melanie killing Josie. Now, the next day, Melanie gonna be killed herself. Ruth wanting to go to Melanie before this, wanting to tell her about the coup, and then when Melanie snapped at Ruth, that was it. This show can go so many different ways with this whole revolution. I could see the twist of killing Melanie. I'm not sure that would be a good twist though, because I actually think she's a really great character, and through this whole season, we've seen so many different levels and so many different angles of who she is, and we really do see that she really does care about the train and keeping the people alive and keeping the human race alive. That's her main focus here, even though she maybe necessarily isn't going about it the right way. But how do you tell a group of people that they're not going to survive on this eternal train with the eternal engine that's going to go around, and that they need to start thinking about freezing people to save the human race? Really, you can't tell people that. How do you tell them that the man that they thought was the creator of the train, that designed the train, really wasn't, was just like the money man and the businessman behind it, that she designed the train and that he was going to drive it into the ground and she was just saving everyone? You can't. Even though Melanie is our villain, we talked before about good and evil and all that. I really do think that there's more good to her. There's a lot more good to her, and that by Ruth and by first class turning on her, they're really turning on humanity. Layton really has just turned into this singular focus. I get it. He wants to take over the train. He sees his opportunity now with first class squabbling with Melanie and all that, and it's a good plan. I'm not really sure that it's a good execution. They get their 2 guys. The 3rd guy is gone from the drawers. That part was a little confusing. I'm thinking that there was some editing issues and some timing issues, and that they probably filmed some other scenes that we didn't see. But still, him being alive at the end and going to turn on them, I'm like, I don't think he's really going to turn on them. They push. They still just didn't make it yet. And now, of course, we're bringing it to the season finale, so it's going to come to a head. I think there's going to be a cliffhanger. I don't think that it's going to be resolved. I do think that more of 3rd is going to band together. The revolution, it's not completely solidified for Layton. It's not completely solidified, but that's okay because it couldn't have ended in this one day. And like I said, I don't think it's ending before the season finale. I think we have the whole Melanie thing. Maybe Layton ends up saving Melanie. I mean, really, he doesn't want the first class people to be ruling. And sure, Melanie was placating the first class and all of that, but that was how she had to work the train and how she had to live in this world and be able to save people. I mean, unfortunately, the tailies were a part of this ecosystem of the train, and they made the train go around. They made the train work. You know, third, second, and first feared something. They feared those tailies. They feared becoming one of them. They knew there was a worse life than they had, especially third class. So in that sense, this revolution has only just begun, and I think next season we're going to see even more of it. This episode 8 was really a warm-up for the season finale. I really hope they don't kill Melanie off. I really think she's the best character on the show. She has the most levels. She's changed. We've seen so much about her. I'm Mandi. Subscribe to BuzzChomp for more of our fitness and entertainment, and share with me. Do you think Melanie is dying in the next episode? Do you think the revolution will come to a close? And do you think Mr. Wilford really is dead? Yeah, kids. Yeah. Thanks for watching BuzzChomp.
Subscribe and share.
Subscribe and share.
Subscribe and share.
Share.
Woo.